529-1450. Adam Stark, Mark Graham, and Eric Pedigo taking your calls this morning. And lots to get to, so let's get back into a new topic now. Let's talk a little Miami football. We don't talk a whole lot of Miami football, but they're in some trouble. I feel real bad for the new head coach that just got hired. But
unreal.
What do you guys make of this? How do they fix this? Most of this happened a long time ago. Most of these guys are already in the NFL.
Quick rundown, because I made a note to kind of, just in case you've been living on Mars for the last few days.
You have to timeline it, and he's got it down pretty good.
I've got it down pretty good. Nevin Shapiro is the guy's name. He's a booster. And first off, no offense to anyone out there, but how much can you trust a guy named Shapiro? Okay, anyhow. He claimed that over the last, I don't know how many years, maybe 10, I mean, it dates back to the early 2000s. This whole thing goes back. But he had given players from the U money, these are direct quotes, cars, yacht trips, jewelry, TVs, nights at the club, sex parties with prostitutes,
woohoo!
Restaurant meals, and, in one case, an abortion.
Yikes.
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. And then guys, some of the guys, and I didn't even write them all down because there are 72 players literally that he named. But guys like John Beeson, Antrell Roll, Devin Hester, and Willis McGahee, and Kellen Winslow Jr., Frank Gore, all guys that we've heard of.
Now.
And I'm sitting here thinking, I'm reading through this, and I'm like, money, cars, let's see, sex parties, it sounds like the greatest college in the world. They should put this stuff on the brochure.
No wonder they have people running in droves to go down there and play football.
Well, unfortunately, this is happening in a lot of other places other than Miami.
Yeah.
But how do you fix it?
Here's the thing is, Miami flaunts it.
To me, this guy should be locked up. That's where I would start. Shapiro should probably go to jail. But he's
in jail for 20 years.
How can you punish Miami University for anything? They didn't pay this guy to go do that stuff.
No, but they also, I mean, you can't just put it all on him because
all these guys are not there anymore.
Universities,
so you're going to punish the people that are there now?
Universities are turning a blind eye to this, and it happens all over the country. It's just that now in this age of ultimate and total coverage, do we see what's happening? But this has always been going on. This kind of stuff has been going on forever. And like you said, it's not just Miami. It's all over the place. And, universities, and they all put their hands in the air when they get caught. Oh, I didn't know. This nasty guy's in here greasing up our kids. No, come on. There are pictures with, the heads of universities with these guys. It's, they're in there together. They're tied in there together. And they claim that these boosters, that they can't get rid of them because, their programs are somehow losing money. And they need the dollars from the boosters to keep their programs afloat, and that's kind of the excuse they're giving. And then it just kind of becomes, like you said, what can be done to stop this? And a lot of people are saying pay the players. And I've always said before,
apparently they're already getting paid.
Yeah.
And here's the other problem: it's Miami University.
In other words that rhyme with paid.
They have problems, and they've had problems throughout the years, at least going 20 years back, with one thing or the other, a player acting completely ignorant. So when you find out it's Miami, automatically it becomes a bigger thing than if it was Podunk U.
Oh, yeah, obviously. And these things, I don't think, happen near as much at the smaller universities. It's the bigger universities, and that's what brings them success, is the fact that they're able to pay the best players in a certain way, a certain fashion. Maybe not them directly, but they're in bed with the boosters who are paying the players, and that's how they remain on top.
Now, what really got me, Michael Irvin, who, by the way, was a graduate of the U, was asked about it, and I doubt it very much. It was asked about this whole thing, and he was visibly upset, just absolutely as mad as a hornet. How could we bring this on the U? This guy, the Shapiro, of no moral substance at all, and right away I'm going, whoa.
Yeah, I heard he nearly dropped his pipe. He was so angry.
I think to myself, Michael, let's not be going. Let's not be going there.
No, I know. I mean, come on, hypocrite. Just that, I wonder how much Michael took when he was in college. Let's be honest.
But more than half those guys.
But I mean, I started thinking about this, and well, you could eliminate the boosters. You could get them away from the programs, and I'm just trying to figure out where this money goes. I'm trying to figure out and understand how these universities are all losing money somehow, and they all need all of this booster money to stay afloat. When they have these big, gigantic deals for bowl games, and the March Madness makes them a ton of money. But I mean, is it because they have to fund the tennises and the lacrosses and all these sports that don't make any money? Is that why the programs are losing money, and therefore require additional income from boosters, and allowing these guys kind of in the middle of things because they need them to keep their programs afloat? I'm trying to figure out where this money's going to stop, at universities I don't understand. I can't get my head around it. They're making a ton of money. They basically are running a professional sports business similar to the NFL or NBA or anything like that, where they're raking in a ton of money, but they don't have to pay the people out there making them. They don't have to pay them anything. And they say, well, we give them education, and that's worth, and then they blow that number up something huge. Well, yeah, that's what it'd be worth if you were to pay to go there. It doesn't literally cost the school that much money to send a kid there. I mean, they stack them up in cramped little closets that they call, dorm rooms, and it's not costing schools as much money per scholarship as it would cost us to pay to go there. You know what I mean?
Right. If you're dropping $40,000 to go to U of I, it doesn't really cost U of I $40,000 for you to be there.
And you can't trade off part of your scholarship for a pair of jeans.
Indeed.
Yeah. So the only thing I could come up with was, listen, get specific allowances for players at universities. Like some sort of card, a debit card, or something linked into the college.
For food?
They get for the food, the cafeteria. They do, but I mean, you
when they're on the road, you want to get a little allowance.
Yeah,
too.
they get taken care of a little bit, but I think monthly, if they had a specific allowance, like, okay, no, you can't go spend this on jewelry or tattoos, but here's your basic living expenses. Here's some money for clothes. Here's some money, stuff like that.
Receipts, maybe.
Yeah, everything would have to be tracked, but you couldn't just cut them a check every month and say, there you go.
Right.
You couldn't do that. So, and that's the only thing I could come up with.
That could be an option, but that's still going to be really hard to.
It really is.
To budget, obviously. If
it
these
really
kids
is.
don't know how to live off of a budget, the school's going to have to do it for them. But then do you give the tennis players an allowance too?
No. See, if it's me, I only pay players from sports that make money. And I only give out scholarships.
Football and basketball.
For sports who make money. You know what I mean? If you're playing a sport that doesn't make money, good for you and keep at it. But
you're not doing
walk on, pay your own scholarship. You're not helping the university at all.
529-1450 as our phone number. Let's take a call. Oh, they went away. Call us back. Call us back.
Call back.
We were coming to you. We're just finishing a thought. 529-1450 is our phone number. 529-1450. I just don't see the problem ever going away. That's the thing.
It won't.
You're still going to have shady characters like Shapiro on every single campus, and there's going to be 17-year-old kids listening to him.
You think it's dirty now? Start paying the players. See how dirty it gets then. I mean, honestly. But is this something? To me, this feels like the war on drugs or like the war on terror. It's kind of like you're never going to win.
Never ending.
But you can't stop. You can't just throw in the towel and give up.
True.
You have to keep fighting against it, but don't expect it to go away. And don't say, how are we going to stop this from happening? Because you can't.
Okay, well now, let's take a phone call, and then I want to throw you a curveball.
Okay.
529